Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Archaes, and welcome back to PokeMMO. Ghastly seems a bit upset about something. Not sure what. Oh well. Let's go find a bunch of poison trainers. Big, wide open spaces. Of course. Oh, whatever Ghastly's upset about, I'm sure we can work out. A bit of... Oh, he looks much happier now. Let's go with Psychic. It's super effective. Great. And there's that high special attack. Oof. He is a much closer level to Muck than any of the other ones. Luckily, he's a poison type, so he can't really be poisoned by them. He's actually only one level above them, so doing half their health is actually a really high amount of damage. He got a level. That's it, he's going to evolve. That's all there is to it. Just one level, that's it, he's going to evolve. Not to mention he's now 2 levels ahead of everybody, his opponent. Which means he's going to just wreck them. I actually think Muck has a high special defense, so that's probably why. Guess there's this weird red line here. Oh, it's supposed to be... Oh, okay. Well, either way, we didn't have Ghastly for long. Looks like when he cheered up long enough to evolve into a Haunter. Now, Haunter can't evolve without a stone. No, without trading. So, we're going to have to wait until we can trade the Haunter to get a Gengar. Let's go have a look at the moves. I think they should all be the same. Just a bit further down. Yeah, I think so. There's Payback and Shadow Punch. Now that I got rid of. Confuse Ray is still there. Yeah, and Shadow Ball's the next one to learn. Although he's already learned it, so maybe they are a step back each. Maybe there's an extra one in between those somewhere. Probably Shadow Punch. It's about failing. Yeah, that's probably the one. What did I give him, Shadow? No, Psychic and Giga Drain is what I gave him to replace Sucker Punch and Payback. His next move that I want from him, because there's no point in getting Shadow Ball because we've already got it, is Dark Pulse. I don't know what I'm going to replace for Dark Pulse. Don't know what I'm going to replace with Dark Pulse. That is a good question. I got to level 44 to figure it out, but... Huh. And there's not really anything after that that I want. The Dark Pulse will be his last move. So, Confuse Ray can be useful. That's possible. It might be the one I get rid of because I want some physical moves that can deal a lot of damage. Or I could replace Psychic, which would have wasted my TM. Or I could replace Shadow Ball. I guess Dark does just as much as Ghost does. I think. So it might be the thing I replace. Anyway, we're going to use Psychic. And Haunter's not going to deal with that many poison types, and Psychic is resistant to Psychic moves. He's also poison himself, so poison isn't an issue for him. What is his only super effective move against it? Although Shadow Ball will probably do just as much. Not sure if you have Psychic or whether to have Confusion. Confuse Ray. Or Shadow Ball, for that matter. Not sure how useful Ghost is going to be when I have a Dark move that basically is the same, right? If I can do this while I'm battling. Ghost move. A Dark move of 80 power. Yeah, it may make the targets flinch. Versus Dark move. A Ghost move of 80 power that may lower the target's special defense. Ooh, lowering the special defense might be a better thing. Because Haunter is all about special damage. So lowering special defense is extremely useful for him. Still recording this the same day, by the way, so I have no idea if anyone's suggested any names yet since episode... I don't even remember what episode it was. The one that went up on that Sunday where I recorded it the same day. I don't know if you'll know which one that is, but that's the best example I can give. That's the closest thing I can give as an answer. But Haunter's gonna run out of psychics. But he's now level 32. So he's actually bringing up his power. I'm gonna fight this guy. Let's go, let's go, let's go! There we go. Our lowest level is 32. And that's both Haunter and Tree. I wonder if it'll become a Gengar before I actually get a name for it. Hovig. Haunter's just playing with them right now. He's just using his psychic. Here we go. Now we come on to problems. Well, Shadow Ball's the only move he can use. Let's see how powerful that is. It'll get stabbed from Ghost. That's another thing. It gets stabbed from Ghost. Psychic doesn't get stab. So it's entirely possible I could just switch Psychic out for... Psychic is a more powerful move. That's the problem I've got. And that's it. I know Haunter was following me a second ago, but... We can't get in there because we don't have cut, plus there's nothing there anyway. Are you... Okay, you're people I can fight. And they're doubles, so... Haunter gets a chance to fight alongside Battlebird, just like Mr. Carp did. Interesting. I think Battlebird's going to go after the Charmander because I know exactly the reason I gave Giga Drain. Hold on, can I? You can only target one at a time, okay. And then I will Aerial Ace the Charmander. We're going to be faster because we got fast Pokemon here. Plus we're high levels. Oh man, the Charmander survived. And the Squirtle's dead. We almost Steel Wing. Then again, I guess it would have been about the same. Ouch. Haunter doesn't have very many defenses. There's going just for the main damage, I guess. That's fine. Haunter didn't need to attack that turn. Yeah, his defenses bulk up a little bit when he gets to Gengar, but they never particularly get that strong. He's mainly a special attacker who's pretty fast. And a decent... It's an alright counter to Psychic types. It's not a perfect counter, in the fact that he's actually weak to Psychic type moves because of his poison typing. But he's a pretty decent counter to a lot of Psychic types. I believe with the exception being Alakazam, who is hella fast. Alright, we got our Pokemon healed. Tree is probably going to start being our lowest level Pokemon for a while. I don't have any good reason to train it up right now. Not until we get to the water. In which case, we may already have the... How many Pokemon have I caught? 38. And another 12. We do need to catch some Pokemon. That is another thing. The more we catch, the better. All the Pokemon on this route are caught behind the trees, so sort of stuck on that one. But we can find more Pokemon to catch. That's the best thing to do. I can also evolve that Vulpix. Give it Firestone, and it will evolve automatically, give me an extra Pokemon that I no longer have to search for. Did you just say Team Rocket rules? Really? Seriously? Ow. I hit the microphone. Nah. Screen on it moved. The screen is meant to prevent pop sound. Now I can use Psychic on these guys who are poison. And with him being at level 32 now, he's getting a lot. Plus he's evolved as well since the first one he fought. But it was a Muck, which I believe has a high special defense. Whereas these have high physical defense. If I recall. If that's the correct way around. It might be the other way around, but I feel like based on what we've seen so far, these guys, the Grimer and the Muck, have high special defenses. It's not, the level difference is also, and Grimer not being evolved, also plays a factor in. But we're all good. These are beauties. You know what, Tree? You know, I don't want to send Tree in, honestly. I just realized my Arcanine doesn't have a dark move at all. Does he learn it while leveling up? Oh, Bite's probably his only one. Oh, he doesn't learn anything beyond extreme speed. Just error. It doesn't learn anything beyond extreme speed. That may have been error in judgment for me. Okay, so it's a bit of a trade-off. If I hadn't let him learn extreme speed and gone up to Crunch instead, I could have got Crunch, I could have got Outrage. Oh my god, I could have gotten such really good moves as well. And Flare Blitz. I could have gotten some really good moves. I'm wondering if I made the right choice now. Well, stuck with it. I didn't know that they were so different. Be careful when you evolve with a stone. He's not going to get a dark type move. I might have to give him one. I wonder if I've got any TMs for them. What would I replace? Probably Reversal, because he's not that great with that anyway. Ah, he would have been good against this Wigglytuff. I'm going to Giga Drain first turn, just to see how much damage that does. Not quite half. So I made the right choice. And I can keep getting my health back every time. Every turn, basically. Not all of it, but enough to prevent that double edge from being too much of an issue. He knocked himself out. That was weird. Oh, Pidgeotto is not a good choice here for me. Yeah, let's swap to... Mr. Cart would be good against flying types. Haunter could also deal quite a bit of damage. Everyone's sort of in there, ready to fight. Jawbreaker also has a dark move. Nearly all my Pokemon have dark moves. The only person who doesn't, I believe, is Arcanine. Oh, and Tree. Arcanine and Tree are the only ones without dark type moves. So Psychics aren't going to get very well against my team. It's one of these four I need to send out. Arcanine's not yet useful right now until I get a dark type move on him. You know what? Jawbreaker hasn't had much of a match for a little while. Let's see him destroy something. Wait, did you only have quick attack? Could I have just used tree the whole time? And a Hyper Fang. Of course he's quick attacking. They always quick attack. Seems to be their only move. It's the only one that's useful. Crunch will finish off the match. And it's pretty much almost guaranteed hit. Almost. Not quite. There we go. Jawbreaker got a battle in there. And get a fair... Yeah, he gains some experience, I guess. I'm going to stick with Venusaur. See what happens. I mean, Venusaur! I mean, Mr. Tree, actually. No, it's not even Mr. Tree. It's just Tree. Why do I call him Mr. Tree? Sorry, Mr. Carp. I mixed him up with you. Huh. Well, that's... Huh. I have to switch to Arcanine for this one. This is my best chance. If I know Battlebird will probably do well with the experience, but look at Battlebird. Look at Battlebird. High level already, and it's ready to take on the gym. Although it could deal with a better move than Pursuit. You just switched to Bulbasaur. That was dumb. But whatever. So I switched and he switched. Or she switched. Olivia. That's actually her name. Olivia. I mean... Might as well go Flame Burst. Wait, why did I replace something else with Flamethrower? Why didn't I replace Flame Burst? It's basically the same move, except Flamethrower can cause burn. Flame Burst doesn't have its move implemented yet. Alright, I know this is going to be a bad matchup for me, but... Let's get my grass type going. And your grass type too. I thought so. Bad matchup for me. Okay. What does Venusaur actually have in terms of ability? Overgrow. I could double edge it. Nah, I'm just going to switch to Arcanine. I could switch to Battlebird. I want to get as many of my Pokemon as high level as possible. Plus that Intimidate is going to... Mega Drain? Seriously? That's what you went with. Even against Venusaur, that's not that good. Got Flame Burst. This guy is a low evolution. So his stats aren't going to be great. Anyway, it's Oddish Gloom and Varplume, right? I think Flame Burst is still going to be enough. I hate that its effect is not implemented. Although it doesn't make a difference unless it's double battles. So it's not actually that bad. It's just very awkward to see it come up every time. And it not actually technically having a second ability in that case. I need to get a replacement for it, because that's not the greatest move. You got flying types. Okay. If that's the case, here we go! Mr. Carp is getting his time to shine again. Time for another meal. He's intimidating them. Then he's just going to eat them. This is a tasty turkey. Is it turkey? What's the word for it? Close enough. Oh, I see. You want a piece of my carp? You want a piece of carp? Piece of my carp. No, Mr. Carp took a piece of you. Quite literally, just ate your wing. And the rest of you actually, fat man. Mr. Carp is doing his feeding frenzy again. Mr. Carp likes to eat. He's very hungry. Always. I'm not sure why. You can summon bird Pokemon? Well, when I whistle, I can summon Mr. Carp. As so. I can't actually whistle, so that's... There you go. That's close enough. There he is. See, I told you it worked. I forgot. I actually can't whistle. One of those things I never figured out how to do. Not for trying, mind you. Does it mean like Mr. Carp has a slight growth on that bit? It looks a bit odd. At this point, I'm just pointing out little graphical things on the screen because, well, there's not really much else to say. Mr. Carp is eating, and it's kind of rude to talk to him while he's eating, honestly. Well, for him to talk while he's eating, but he always eats with his mouth open anyway, so I don't know why I'm worried about it being rude. There you go. Of course that was tragic. You lost all your Pokemon in one full swoop. Oh, I forgot to switch him out. I probably could have sent out Archaea because this could be grass type. Yep. I could. I am faster. So you know what? Screw it. Let's do this. He's had a lot of chicken, so now he's got to have a few vegetables to go with it. You know, Mr. Carp needs to have his vegetables, or he's not going to. Oh, that's Dragon Rage. Twister is the only special move he has. He's a physical attacker, right? Yeah. I don't won't be able to hit multiple Pokemon anymore, but he'll at least be able to do 40 damage to whatever comes up against him. Poof! I'll get to the Pokedex. I wonder if that'll be affected by it. Anyway, Gyarados. Where's Mr. Carp? There he is. He's level 36. So his next move is Crunch. That's gonna take over for his Dragon Rage. So that's also going to be a move he can use against the Psychic Gym. So I'll probably replace... Oh no, Dragon Rage. I'll replace Dragon Rage because Bite can flinch. Oh, should I replace Bite? I don't know. Maybe if I need a weaker move, perhaps keeping that around might be useful. But then Dragon Rage is the same. Wait, but Bite has flinch. It wins. That's also super effective, by the way. Tangler, I believe, is the only pure grass type. Or was the only pure grass type. And that was in the first generation. He survived it because he's bulky. He is extremely bulky. That's why he has that evolution. What's it called? Tangrowth. So right now, Mr. Carp is just eating his vegetables. All of this has just been cooked up nicely by Michelle Rock, and it's being chowed down by Mr. Carp. They know each other on a social level, you see. They hang out together. Clearly. So, we've actually made it past that route, finally, after several episodes. So we can actually go to a Pokemon Center and heal up down here. Now, I'm probably going to trade with Chris to get my Haunter to evolve. I'm going to bring Battlebird out, and what we're going to do is we're actually going to take the other route now, because well, we have Haunter. So that'll make a much easier time of what we've got to fight here. Oh, this is the repeat battle. Okay, we'll have a go at this actually. That's an Electro. That's not what I was expecting. He's fast, but he's not powerful. So let's go with a Shadow Ball, because that has Stab. That's a Poison type. Why did you do that? I mean, my move isn't going to be hugely effective, but I've got Psychic now. And there is no point in using it. I might as well throw out a Giga Drain just to take the last of his health. You took your fast guy out and sent a slower guy out. Who also had no health left now because of what move I was using. These guys are a lot lower leveled because they're at the top. I'm just going to Shadow Ball him. See, he gets to go first. I have no idea why he switched him out. That's I believe that Electro Ball gets faster based on how fast your Pokemon is. I'm going to Giga Drain because he's going to use Electro Ball, and that's going to deal a fair amount, and I can just use Giga Drain to get my health back. Plus, it does enough damage to, I think, knock that guy out, so we're all good. And I got some of his health back. Yeah, only 5, but that's better than nothing. And he grew a level, so even more health. It actually didn't go up. And Psychic will finish off that Grimer. Nice bike! Hand it over. No. My bike's mine. I like my bike. Better than your bike. You think a fighting type intimidates my Haunter? I don't know why I had to look at its name for a second now. He needs a unique name! Yep, just keep sending out those fighting types. Appreciate it. You're a good trainer. All one type. Yep. Come out and play, little mouse. There's a mouse? Where? Oh, it's right next to my keyboard. Of course. I would try to get some of Haunter's health back with Giga Drain, but Psychic is going to be the move that plows through all these guys. I need to wait till they have a Pokemon that's not weak to Psychic and use Giga Drain on that to get most of my health back. One that also doesn't deal that much damage to Haunter. These fighting Pokemon can potentially have moves that aren't fighting element. That have elements, basically. So we need to be more... We don't need to... I'm not going to stop just because they can't hit me right now, because they potentially can. I did what now? I did no such thing! That is not a problem. Because if he explodes, it doesn't even hit Haunter. And my super effective move is going to drop him really low. That actually did quite a bit. I forgot Haunter doesn't have much defense. Actually, is it based on how slow you are, not how fast you are? It might be based on how slow you are, not how fast you are. Or I'm thinking of two different moves. Probably that one. Yeah, really powerful Pokemon, all of a sudden. Let's have ourselves a good time! That's great. That's a Weezing. That's literally what I just fought, except weaker. So we're just gonna Psychic. And Haunter is actually running low on moves. Again. Alright, that's another Pokemon down. I assume his last one is like coughing or something. Yeah, that's gonna make this a little bit awkward. Because I can't actually Psychic him, and Giga Drain's not gonna be useful, so Shadow Ball's gonna have to do it. I'm several levels higher than him now, so it's entirely possible that I can just knock him out in one hit. There we go. You know what? Because I want to clear out this line before going back to the Pokemon Center, I'm going to fight him with my weakened Haunter already. See what he's got. A Mankey. I can't use Psychic on it, but it's a Mankey. So we'll see what elemental punches they've got. You gonna use Giga Drain? Because I want to get some health back just in case he actually does manage to hit me. Never mind, that is a complete destruction. And I now have nearly all my health back. Oh, just now level 36. I'm just going to do that again. I think Machop actually is supposed to have a high... Is it physical defense? It's got some kind of high defense, yeah. Wait, knock off? Oh. You are a jerk. But not that it matters that much. Yeah. We cleared a bit more of the biker road and we're gonna head down. You know what? I'm gonna hang out with these guys. They don't seem so bad. You know, I'm gonna hang out on the end like this. I'm a biker. Clearly I'm a biker. Right? I ride my bike. Ding ding. There we go. Don't have to do what you guys do and go. So I'll in between episodes, I'll heal Haunter and then we'll continue on. That way, you don't have to wait for me to go there and back. So thanks everyone so much for watching. But for now, we're done here. See ya. It feels like the episodes come and go so quickly. Also, yeah, I'm going to finish this route along with the other route. Because we can always fly back. We don't need to do the routes round. We can always fly around everything. It's fine.